All right, guys, today we're in a creek that is right in the middle of a ghost town. This town was built around a lumber yard that was booming at the time. There was a sawmill here, there was a grist mill, as well as a ton of homes. And if you look in the creek, the first sign that you see if you're in an old area a lot of times are the old bricks. And this is a handmade brick. So we know we're in the right area, and hopefully we're gonna find some awesome antique glass today. So let's go see what we can come up with. The descent. This is one of the steeper creek banks right here that we come up and down, but it's not too terrible.
You just want me to go first and get all the spider webs.
That's right, I'll let her get all the spider webs out of the way. So as mentioned, you can see a brick, and the reason for that is whenever they had a mill site, they would take and they would build a dam all the way across the creek. So right here's where the dam would have stood, and you can tell by just the sheer amount of bricks. The water would dam up, and then it would allow for an area for a water wheel to be put in for the power source. But see all of the bricks in the bank right here? This is all part of that original grist mill. And we even see some of the original lumber in here from time to time. I'm not sure if that's one of the boards or not from the mill that stood here. So it's pretty cool. This is a beautiful creek. It's actually one of the ones that's a little darker and harder to see through the water. So we're gonna be taking our time, and hopefully we find something cool today. We have found hutches in here. We have found jug pieces. We have found some awesome straight side cokes. We know there's good stuff here. We just got to take our time to find it. This looks like an old beer piece right here, and there's a piece of glass right there. Oh, that's a jug.
That is a jug.
Yeah, piece of a jug, and that might be a modern beer. It's hard to say. All right, so I spotted two bottles right here. There's one on the front of the rock and one on the side. The one on the front didn't look as promising as the one on the side. Can you get it?
Golly, it's in there.
It might be stuck in the rock crack.
I feel it.
Does it feel like it's got embossing? I heard it. It's actually older.
It's an old beer. What does it say on the bottom?
ABCO. Yep, that's an old beer. Now, what's the one on the side of the rock? It's running diagonal to it right there.
Right there?
No, right here. It's running like this. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that another beer?
Yeah, it feels old too.
No, that's a good one, baby.
It's the star one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What is it?
So, the first thing I want to show you guys is you see the stars up here around the top. If you look down there on the bottom, it says property of, and then it says continued fluid ounces. But if you look on the bottom, this is what makes it cool. West Blockton, Alabama.
Oh, shut up.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. So this was, I think it was a Star Bottling Works. I can't remember.
Dude, I'm like checking around this rock so hard right now.
Yeah, that was two washed together right there.
And it was hard to get that one. It was like halfway underneath the rock.
This is actually the one I saw before the beer. I wish I could see what it said, property of, and then they just left it blank. I can't remember. I'll have to ask Clayton because he's the West Blockton collector.
There's more glass down there.
Yeah, there's a lot around that rock right there.
Kind of tapped it.
Oh, look, there's a leech.
Ooh. Sorry, people.
No, he's still on there.
No? Okay, good. I felt bad after I did it.
You felt bad?
I did.
You felt bad for the blood-sucking leech.
Well, it has a family too.
That is awesome. Yeah, we've never found one of those, so that's one for the channel. That's going to be Deco period, so that's going to be 1920s. And there again, just a very nice West Blockton bottle. So, let's keep going. There's bottles in here. So we're trying to figure out what kind of tree or bush this is. We don't know what it is. You guys let us know in the comments below. They're lining this entire creek bank, and they're beautiful, whatever they are. And if you hear a low whir in the background, that would be the cicadas. And it's actually a lot quieter here than it is at our house right now. It's unreal how loud it is at our house currently. Here they are, cicadas all over our house, all around the trees. And all we've been hearing for about 5 days is that constant whir. No, it's a hobble skirt, I think. I don't know. Oh, it's a modern one. It got me. There are some really rare 1915s that come out of here. So the hobble skirts are something we're looking for today. But this one right here is a pretty daggum new one. Regardless, it doesn't belong in the water. So let's take it out and leave this place better than we found it. I just pulled this off the bottom. I think you can make some jewelry out of that edge.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
See a stamp?
No stamp that I could see, which is odd. When I first saw it, I thought it was going to be new.
Looks like there's a, that used to be a, yeah, I see the stamp.
Okay. We'll soak it and be able to get a stamp off of it probably then.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. Sure enough. Yeah, it's a really good piece for her jewelry. In the backpack it goes. All right, she spotted one right here. She's already brushed around it where you can see that it is a hobble skirt, but we don't know if it's going to be a newer one or an older one. That looks old. It is a 1923. Heck yeah. Let's see where it's from. Oh, it's a Selma. It does have a little ping on the heel right there. But 1923 is okay by me, and that is what a lot of people consider a Christmas Coke because it says December 25th. They made this style bottle up into the 1930s, so this could be 90 years old or it could be right around 100. Super cool. We'll take it. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, look right here. She's got a big gar right in front of her.
All I saw was the speckling on the pen and the little side fins.
Oh yeah, see him right there in front of us. He's not an alligator gar. You see, he's just a regular needle nose.
Oh, well.
Right through there.
They're scary.
He's about 2 foot long, isn't he?
I guess.
He's not moving, so we're gonna leave him be. He may be bedding. We noticed they like the fast current in this creek for some reason. We don't run into them in all of our creeks, but when we do, there's usually 2 or 3 together. And we had just saw one earlier that I didn't get on camera. The reason I turned the camera on though was because of this plate piece right here. Miranda's always looking for pieces to turn into jewelry, and this one right here's got some blue and some green and some nice color on it. So maybe this will be the one for her to make into a set of earrings. I think I feel a bottle under my right foot. I feel something really slick. You want to grab it? Straight under it. Ready?
Yeah, I see it.
That is not it, is it?
It is.
What?
It's a rock, you loser.
I think you missed it.
I ain't missed nothing.
I'm going after it.
It was a rock. I grabbed right up her. It's the same rock.
Felt like a bottle to me. All right. We'll throw the rock back. Spot the bottle. Y'all see it? Do you see it?
There's my beer. Always find one of these every time we come.
They're never embossed though, but they are old. I mean, there again, a century old. Anything?
Nope, just a pretty aqua.
You'll take it.
You can see the
Oh yeah, she
corner of the stamp.
That kind of looks like that could be from that same plate set, maybe. 'Cause that looks like the same kind of stamp.
I don't know.
Huh, that's interesting. An awesome old beer top.
Beer or whiskey?
Whiskey, golly, babe, that might be.
Look at that top. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, that's really old.
That's
really.
1880s, isn't it?
No, probably earlier than that.
1870s?
1860s or 70s would be my guess. We don't find that age stuff very often, so I'm definitely not an expert, but wow. Imagine finding that hole.
Oh, man.
There was some Civil War traffic right through here. So, I mean, it could be Civil War era. Who knows? That's cool, though. She didn't see it till she saw a bottle, though. That was been in there a little while. That's an old one.
Gummit, now murk the water up.
You have to just feel around. Watch that spider under your hand.
What?
Right under you, right there.
Oh, a water spider. It's a snake I don't want.
You just got to reach around down in there and feel for it.
That's it.
Oh, that's a good one, babe. What the heck?
I know. I hate the...
Gregory and Co. That's hilarious. We've been digging those, and then we...
Aww.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a good whiskey glass.
Dang.
Dadgummit. That's all right, though.
Smells weird. Ugh.
It does kind of stink. Makes you wonder what's in this water. She says she has a bottle over here now. Suddenly, everything has picked up. We went from 0 to 60.
No, it's
a Michelob.
Too. Is it the same kind?
Nope, that's a Michelob, I think.
What the heck?
That's all right. Another one that does not belong in here. So I just scooped this one up. This is a McCormick & Co. And that's a pretty cool little bottle. But right there is a soda, guys. And I can see where it says Birmingham through the water, which is pretty cool. It is broken. Oh, it's a straight side Coke. It's the 1332 variant. It's gonna be a great whiskey glass though. Heck yeah. We'll take that. That is a pre-1915 Hill Script Coca-Cola bottle. And man, I wish that it wouldn't have been broken, but you can tell it's been broke for a long time washing down the creek because of the amount of grime that's right there on the break. So we will take it, guys. Again, For us, finding these broken bottles are just as exciting because we're gonna be able to give it a new life, and somebody else will be able to enjoy it for years to come. It's a weird looking little rock right there. Let's see what that is. Oh, I got the camera going. Oh, that looks like pyrite almost. Like a little powder rock with pyrite mixed in it. That's different. Heck yeah, we're on the bottles, guys. Let's see what else we can find. So as mentioned, I've seen 2 or 3 pieces of wood. This is the first one I feel like I'm gonna be able to pick up. This used to be an old lumber mill. And so there's remnants of the original wood that was milled in this creek all throughout it. Some of the pieces are tongue and groove. That's how I know they're old. And by the bottles that we find, everything seems to be dating like 1900 to 1930, except for that one bottleneck Miranda found. And now I'm genuinely curious as to whether or not that may have been from the Civil War. Like I said, it might be 1870s or 80s, but it sure did look old. That's a modern piece. You feel ticky?
Yeah.
Not sticky, ticky. That is terminology for the good old friendly deer ticks that are out and about right now. And I do feel spidery. How about that? I've walked through about 100 spider webs, but it's nice to be back in the water. The last month or so has been very enjoyable for us. We've got some amazing dig footage saved for you guys that should wow y'all a pretty good bit, but we're gonna try to do a better job of rotating out and showing you guys dig. And there's a bottle. There's 2 bottles. Yeah, they look like they're modern, but they don't belong in here, so let's get them out. So that's definitely modern, that's plastic. And I don't know why water just hit me in the head, but it made me nervous that there was a snake over my head. And there's one more down there. Yeah, it's just modern too. I'm gonna grab them both, throw them out. So she sees one, she just raked it out behind this log. Go ahead and pick it up and let's see it. Oh yeah, another straight side coke. Golly, how come they're all broken? That one has seen better days. It's got a pretty good bit of case wear right there. The cracks down into the Coca-Cola. I got another piece right there. Lots of glass in here. Even in a ghost town, you still find modern stuff. Like an old screen to a computer. I guess it's got to do for our cell phone for the day. It says she saw a flask. That is a nice old corker. Ew. What's it say on the bottom? It says a double stamped 1. It is a cork top though. If I had to guess, that's right in the same age bracket. I do see that. Butterflies and wildlife are abundant today. Just happy the sun has finally decided to grace us with its presence. So we'll take the whiskey flask.
Peekaboo with the treetops today.
It really has. The shaded areas are much more hard to see the bottom in, that's for sure. And this is one of those creeks where I like to wear polarized glasses, but it doesn't seem to be helping today. So I've actually been leaving them off because as soon as I put them on, I go into the shade and then everything's just too dark. See something else? No? A rock. So maybe we'll find at least one more. That's a pretty old Budweiser can. And it's in really good shape. Must have been buried for a long time. You can see it had the Alabama Great Seal on it with that pop top. Lord, I don't know how many of those I've metal detected through the years. That one's actually probably worth keeping and cleaning just because of how good a condition it's in. There's a lot of can collectors out there, and I know nothing about them. We're usually looking for stuff that's 40 or 50 years older, but I try to keep them and bring them to the bottle shows in case people do want them. Or maybe I can just trade it for a bottle there, you never know. All right, we're back home at the shop. I wanted to show you guys this Star bottle. You see how nasty it is? Whenever you try to take it and wash it, like I'm doing right now, this stuff will not come off. And you can sit there and scrub it with a rag, you can scrub it with a brush. That creek grime is just almost embedded into the glass. So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take this bottle and we're gonna drop it in my acid bucket right here. And we're gonna let it sit for just about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like after a 5-minute quick wash in acid. All right, it's literally been 5 minutes. And you're gonna see an instant difference in the clarity. Take a look at that, guys. suddenly there's no creek grime. And this bottle was a soda water, according to Clayton, who is our local West Blockton expert. And where it says property of, there's apparently two variants. One of them say property of, and it's blank, like this one of them says property of Coca-Cola. So that's a cool bottle, one we've never found. Nice deco bottle for sure, and a great way to spend a day in the water. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure that you're subscribed, and we will see you guys in the next adventure.